So a couple of live streams ago, about three of you guys asked me what I thought about getting watch time hours by using Restream.io, and that was the first time I was hearing about that, and so I promised that I was going to go do research. And I know a lot of you would have thought that maybe I had forgotten about it, and maybe I didn't do the research. But the thing about me is when I research about something, I like to be super thorough to make sure that I'm getting the correct information and to make sure that I'm giving the correct information to you guys. So my plain answer will be don't do it. Do not do it. And my reasons will be number one, Proverbs chapter 10 verse 9 says, and I'm going to read to you. I'm going to go Bible on you guys today. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out. I feel like using Restream.io to loop your live stream just with the aim of getting more watch time hours is a crooked path. And I do not teach that kind of thing over here. Here, I teach integrity. I teach the fact that I want you to create channels that are sustainable, not channels that will monetize today and get demonetized tomorrow, or channels that you monetize today and then your audience don't care about you again tomorrow. I want you to create sustainable channels. I want you to create a personal brand, because that's my mission here. So my question would be, what is your mission on YouTube? Because if your mission on YouTube is to create a brand, if your mission is to, create something that is sustainable, then you probably don't want to do that. And I went ahead to check, so I have people that I look up to on YouTube as well. I have amazing YouTubers that I like to emulate, that I like to be like or do my things like. And I looked at them, I looked at their channels, I looked at everything, and I don't see anything looping. I don't think that anything has ever looped before. And so I knew off the top I knew from the start that it was a wrong idea to do it. And so I looked at Think Media. I looked at other people. There are lots of YouTubers that I'm subscribed to that I like to watch. And I see that a lot of them, in fact, all of them, none of them are doing it. And when I searched getting watch time hours with Restream.io, I realized that it was peculiar to a certain demographics. And I knew that it's just a no-go area. You shouldn't do it. And so I went ahead to search the internet to look for the dangers of getting that. And so and it says, using tools like Restream.io to loop live stream in an attempt to gain more YouTube watch hours can come with several risks and ethical considerations. And here are the key dangers and issues associated with this practice. Number one, you're violating YouTube policies, okay? Getting artificial watch time hours. So YouTube does not like it when you try to get artificial watch hours. And repeatedly looping a video on Restream.io, it can be flagged as a manipulative behavior, because that is what it is, right? And you may have seen a lot of YouTubers or whatever advise you to do that. Now, some people may have been demonetized, but they will not tell you that they have been demonetized. I'm not saying they have been. Maybe, right? Maybe they didn't get demonetized. Maybe when you do your own, maybe you will get demonetized, right? I also feel like it is important to do everything in integrity if that is what you want to do. Are you coming on YouTube just to get money for some time and then be off of it? What is your motive, right? Or are you coming on YouTube because you want to provide value to people and because you want to get value yourself? Are you coming on YouTube because you want to build a brand, a personal brand that people will want to work with, right? Imagine doing that kind of thing. Like, brands will not want to work with you like that, right? Brands like to work with people that would give their brands a good name. So what is your motive on YouTube? That would be the first thing that should inform you. All right. Number two would be the damage to credibility. Like we just said, loss of the audience trust. Imagine that I put this video now on loop, and every time you came on YouTube, you see that I am looping the same video, I'm sure you guys will start to wonder that, okay, yeah, she's all over here just looking for money, right? Once your audience starts to notice the repetitive content, they'll feel misled, right? And listen, the demographics of people who you want to watch your channel, who are the people you're speaking with. If you want the people, if you want the community you create to be a rich community, you don't want to bring in people that are looking for dubious ways to make things as well, right? Your brand, the reputation of your brand is on the line when you create things like that, right? Because it becomes known, it can tarnish your personal image. Like if I am a brand and I see you doing that kind of thing, I don't want to work with that kind of brand, right? The next one will be monetization issues. Like we said, you could risk being demonetized. All right. YouTube requires that you adhere to their policies. Now, if they don't demonetize you today, right, it may take a year for them to realize and notice that, okay, you have done something like that. And it's automatic deletion. Nothing can be changed, right? So if you're found in violation, your channel can be removed. So don't do things like that. Just try to do things with integrity, right? The next one will be the future implications, right? Of course, the violations may hinder your ability to monetize other channels. So let's say you've monetized, right? You've linked it to your AdSense and all of that. So even if they delete your account and you try to start another channel, you may still not be able to monetize it because your name, your ID, your everything, your details are still the same thing, and they have flagged you as a dubious person, right? Also, I feel like I am teaching my children integrity. I don't want my children to, in the future, watch my videos and see that I used dubious or cut corner methods to try to get money. I want to be consistent with the things that I teach, right? I teach you guys integrity. And listen, if growing your channel for sustainability is something you want, then I am the person for you. But if growing your channel by using dubious means, oh, follow me back, oh, let's use restream.io to, no, I am personally not the person you want to follow. Maybe you want to follow other people that it has worked for. I am not going to try it, okay? The other thing will be the algorithm penalties. The YouTube algorithm prioritizes user satisfaction. And when your users start to see things like this and they start to go away from your channel, right? They stop, they stop recommending your channel, right? Except the only way they continue to recommend your channel is if you continue to create dubious videos, right? You have to sustain that craziness, right? If you start to loop, you have to start to make dubious videos. You have to start to tell people things that are not true. You have to start to be consistent with being a liar, right? So that your audience can stay. But if the motive is that at the end of the day, when I get this watch hours and I want to become normal and start to create correct content, then this is not the path you want to follow, because it's not going to work for you. All right. So the other one would be the ethical considerations that I read. It says ethical creators aim to grow their channel organically, and that is not an organic growth. Relying on artificial methods can detract from the audience growth, experience, and community building. See, if you can grow 100 subscribers organically, you can grow 100,000, right? Just put the work in, right? Just put the work in. Look for what people want and give them what they want, right? Make your motive different. Like when I started this channel, my motive was like, I'm going to just teach people what I know. I'm just going to give. My motive was to give. My motive was not even to grow to 100,000 or whatever. My motive was just to give back, right? And as I started to give, it started to open doors, right? So if you continually give, right, you continually work on yourself, your content, your strategies, your everything. If you have the ability to grow one organic subscriber, it just shows you that there is potential to grow 1 million organic subscribers once you put in the work to bring them in. Okay, right. So I just recommend that you can repurpose your content, be creative with your content, engage with your audience. When you're going live, actually go live to relate with people. Don't go live and then leave the camera blank. Listen, I know somebody personally. I know somebody that has over 100,000 subscribers, but has been demonetized because she did the blind live kind of thing, right? Personal experience with somebody that happened to. She did a blind live. She has over 100,000 subscribers, and she did a blind live, and now she cannot monetize that channel again ever. Like no appeal, nothing, because of the blind live and all of that. So I encourage you that with everything you do, do with integrity. If integrity is not your thing, my channel is not your place, right? Everything I do with integrity. I do with value for others. I do with the mindset of service to others. I do not try to cheat any system. I do not try to cheat anything. I do not try to lie. I do not try to steal. I do not try to do any of that, because that was what my parents taught me. All right. And I know that if you can grow one organic subscriber, you can grow 1 million organic subscribers. We can collectively learn how to be better creators. We can collectively know how to better serve people rather than trying to cheat the system. Because just like Proverbs chapter 10 verse 9 said, and I'm going to read it again, whoever walks in integrity walks securely. That means when you walk in integrity, you know that you're secure, right? You're secure in your job. You're secure in everything, right? But whoever takes crooked path will be found out. So it's not a matter of if you will be found out, it's a matter of when. It's a matter of when you will be found out. And listen, you have put too much hard work into your channel, too much mind, too much heart to it for you to eventually be demonetized or be deleted. Now, I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, hit that subscribe button if integrity is your thing, right? Give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.